Hello everyone, welcome back to a very adventurous and very historic day here today. Today we actually made it over near Cape Canaveral, about an hour from Walt Disney World, to the historic and very famous Kennedy Space Center. I'm very excited. I really haven't been here in like 4 years. I love the Space Center. I know Matt was not able to join me today and he likes space. So I'm sorry, Matt, but we're here. We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna enjoy some of the exhibits. That being said, today is also a very historic day. Today they're actually doing one of their rocket launches. And for whatever reason, I guess it's a small enough launch that you can view it here at the Space Center included with your ticket. So we're gonna enjoy the launch. We're gonna check out some exhibits. We're just gonna enjoy the Space Center. But that being said, we have scanned our ticket. We are inside, so we're gonna look around, head over towards the rocket launch area, and we'll go from there. Well, since we are here for a space launch, I feel like it is fitting to kind of show you guys exactly what we're doing here today. Apparently, this is the SpaceX Falcon 9 CRS NG-20. The launch is at 12:07, so we're actually here around 9 o'clock. So we're gonna go secure our spot. We're gonna head over towards the secure area and maybe make a couple stops along the way. But this will be pretty fun. And if you've never been to the Space Center, you pretty much enter here. Over here is actually where they have the rocket garden, so you can see all the different rockets. So you can kind of see the rockets, of course, are right there. You have a variety of different buildings kind of themed to different things. So you have the heroes and legends. You also have like an IMAX theater. You have all the different exhibits and everything. So I think we're gonna head over towards the back, head over towards the rocket viewing area, and we'll go from there. And of course, for the Space Center experience, you can actually meet one of their characters, Space Person. Space Person actually meets like all these different times. I don't know, it's probably different every single day, but since we're here, we're gonna meet Space Person, kind of commemorate our visit. I guess that's what Space Person's gonna look like, but this will be fun. Hi, Space Person, how are you doing? Good this morning? Mind if we get some pictures? Well, I can't believe it. We've been in the Space Center for like less than 10 minutes, and we got to meet Space Person, which was great, and I can conclude that Space Person is truly a nice space person. This is great. This is so much fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed coming along so far. And they do have two different rocket launch viewing areas. We're gonna head to the one that you don't have to take a bus to. So we're just following the signs. We're gonna hopefully get a view of this rocket launch. This is pretty cool. And like I mentioned earlier, viewing the rocket launch is 100% included with your ticket. I know it's different per launch. I know when they have like bigger, more historic launches, they have like parties where you can kind of do an upgrade to kind of see the rocket launch. But this is pretty cool. I'm glad to bring you guys along here today. So we'll see what we end up doing.
To her freshman astronaut, that lady you saw on the screen was a NASA astronaut. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Look where the stoplights are. You should be able to see a rocket launching. You'll see a plane coming up. All right. Keep watching. It's going to be amazing. Shortly, you'll hear a roar. It's a little over 7 miles away, so it's going to take a minute for that roar to hit, but you will hear it. Ah, there we go. 500 miles an hour to be in low Earth orbit.
Steph, will be 5 events in rapid succession. That will be main engine cutoff.
Okay, almost straight up above the contrail. You see that burn?
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that crazy? You know why it went so well? You counted down so well of NG-20 today here at Kennedy Space Center.
That's so cool. This was incredible. I'm so glad we got to attend this here today. You can see over here they have the live footage so you can still see what's going on in space. But this has been such a cool opportunity. I'm glad we got to share with you guys. Oh, that was incredible. That was so fun. So if you guys, I don't think you could hear it on the video. Well, like after the rocket launched, like a couple minutes later, since the sound travels, I guess, slower than the rocket, the sound came and it was like a giant. It was insane. You could feel the sound, the intensity was there. You got to see the rocket launch off. I mean, seriously, you really can't experience this kind of thing anywhere else. It's so cool to come here. First of all, like, especially if you're enjoying the exhibits, you can learn about the space, you can experience the space. I think this has been great. Although that did bring the good enjoyment, it also brought quite an appetite. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna continue our adventures here at the Orbit Cafe. We're gonna grab some lunch, and then I think afterwards we're gonna explore some of the fun exhibits, kind of learn about all the space thing. Well, as you guys can see, we made it into the Orbit Cafe, and it is truly filled with interplanetary excitement here today. The food looks pretty simple. It looks kind of like your average theme park food. You have cheeseburgers, you have chicken tenders. I don't know. I think it would have been fun if they did some like space-themed food. They're not really doing that, which is making me kind of mad. But I don't know. Maybe astronauts actually eat hamburgers. Maybe I don't know. We'll just enjoy our food. We'll see how it turns out. It is also worth noting that they do have mobile order too. So if you want to order on your phone instead of waiting in line, that's actually a pretty nice thing to do. That's pretty good. And our food has arrived here. We actually got, everything was relatively simple, so I just went with some chicken tenders. These fries are actually they set the expectations high here because they called these super orbit fries. I don't know, they look like pretty plain fries to me. I guess I'll be the judge of that. Kind of like your standard meal here, some chicken tenders, some fries, always a safe option. And as expected, the fries really aren't anything special. They're just really, really standard fries. They're not that good. I think the problem here is NASA is not known for culinary excellence. They are known for space. So although we did not get the 5 out of 5 meal, I still feel like we have a fun experience ahead of us. Some fun exhibits, some fun things to explore. So I think from here we're gonna go look around, explore the whole area, explore the whole visitor complex. Yeah, maybe we'll just kind of see a lot of exhibits, see a lot of authentic space props. You never know what we'll run into here tonight. Well, we've witnessed history, we've eaten a good meal, and I think what is left here to do is to learn about all the different space things, go through all the different exhibits. And I think starting off, I think we're gonna kind of make our way backwards. So we're kind of at the back of the Space Center, so this is kind of like the back exhibit. This is the Atlantis Exhibit, and you can see, I don't think this is the real thing, but there's a giant Atlantis shuttle right here as you're going in. So this is massive. I can't wait to come explore these, see all the different exhibits inside. But basically, as far as the Space Center is laid out, you just have different buildings, kind of like different small museums. So we're gonna go around, find out some fun things, and kind of explore the center a little bit today. Seriously though, look how massive this thing is. This is incredible. This is bigger than the building. You can kind of see, even for me to stand next to this thing, I guess this is the scale. This isn't a real thing, but I guess this is kind of how big it would be. But yeah, here's the Atlantis shuttle. That's incredible. Now, I will say Matt is kind of our space expert here at GooToYou, so he kind of knows all the space stuff. I'm not really a space expert, as you call me. So I'm gonna take this opportunity as an opportunity to kind of learn more about this space, kind of show you guys all the different exhibits, and I'm just excited to go inside. You can see right here, the sky calls to us. Wise words by Carl Sagan right there. I think we're gonna go in without further ado, enjoy the exhibits, and see what we run into. And coming in here, it's very fitting. It's a good quote here, the adventure has only begun. You can kind of see that the shuttle is launching off, the Atlantis shuttle. This is pretty cool. I love all the different things going in, kind of setting up. Good setup. We have dreamed big. Nice guy right there. If I remember correctly, this exhibit was very cool last time we came. You pretty much go all the way to the top of the building, and then they kind of unveil all the different props and things that were actually used in space. So it'll be pretty cool to check everything out. And we have barely gone up one floor, and you can kind of see the Atlantis shuttle is outside, and look, even in here, look how massive it is. That's so cool. So this is basically just like a ramp going all the way up, and then I think once we get up there, we'll see all the Atlantis props. And once we do get up here, there is going to be a 12-minute show. Unfortunately, there is no video recording, so we're not going to be able to show you guys the show. But once we get past the theater, we'll kind of bring you guys along, show you exactly what's going on. But this will be awesome. Well, I can't even understand what just happened. We went into this theater here, and then the door came up. And this is actually like the exact Atlantis shuttle. So this is pretty awesome. I know, if you don't know, the Atlantis shuttle was pretty much a shuttle that they could reuse. So they were able to actually get this shuttle. And it's actually all opened up. There's all kinds of props everywhere. So that was a pretty awesome display. I feel like the camera really doesn't show how much detail and how much they actually put into this thing, because it's massive. There's so much detail in it. I don't know. It seems pretty complicated. I'm not a space expert. But they also do have a prototype of the Atlantis right here, so you can see much smaller, but that's pretty cool. It's so cool to see all these things. You can see the person dropping it It's flying. There you go. So this is pretty cool. So the Atlantis shuttle here was actually used in 33 missions for 26 years. So this is really kind of a piece of history to see this here. Like, this is the actual thing. It's so cool to like be up and close. There's lots of facts about this thing, but this is incredible. Look how big these are. This is massive. This is so cool just going around here. There's so many things to look at. This is just one of the exhibits. This is kind of like their primary exhibit you have here at the Space Center, but it's really awesome the way they did it here. This is so cool. I guess this radio was actually used in space for communication between astronauts and people on Earth. And then you also have like different things kind of historic to the different missions. But this is awesome. Like there's so many different prompts you can look at. There's so much history to be seen here. Look at this thing. This thing, I guess, has all the different essentials. So you can see that's like a trash can. Those are gloves, trash bags. I guess that's where the trash goes. Oh, this is, I guess this is a toilet. So I guess that's like the toilet they use. And it has suction cups and different things. So they don't, I guess for the gravity. But this is so cool to see all these different things. And then over here, you can like go into the Atlantis shuttle and like see all the different things of how it works. So let's go over here and kind of walk inside. Well, there we go. This is me here in the pilot thing. I don't know how to do this, but this is pretty cool. So I guess to kind of show how hard it is to land one of these different Atlantis shuttles, they have a slide so you can go down and kind of land like a plane, I guess. So when you come down, it kind of shows like how the shuttle actually lands. That's so fun. This is great. I love all these interactive things here. And for those who want to kind of have the authentic space experience, they do have a shuttle launch experience, which is pretty much a ride. It says it's 15 minutes, but I did ride this last time. It was definitely just a simple like simulator ride, not as bad as Mission Space, but still pretty cool. I'm glad they kind of have like a fun interactive thing. They tilt you back, you launch off. Yeah, it's more than just kind of exhibits. You kind of get to interact. You kind of get to enjoy all the different things here. Yeah, there's so much to look at around here. And of course, at the end of the experience, you do have the Shuttle Express gift shop. One of my favorite parts of the experience. So yeah, if you want to buy some like Atlantis merchandise, look at all this. Is this like a corksicle? Yeah, it's a corksicle. It's a corksicle Atlantis thing. $40. So plenty of really cool merchandise here. And here's a look at the shuttle outside again. This is so cool. It's been so much fun to kind of show all these different things. We have a couple more exhibits we're going to see before we leave here today, but I think it's been so much fun. Learn about all the things, bring you guys along. It's been a good day so far. So the rest of the exhibits we're going to visit here today are kind of towards the front of the park. So going forward, I think this is probably our last and final chance to go in the Space NASA shop, the world's largest NASA shop. So we'll get some merchandise, we'll enjoy all the things in there, and then after that, we'll enjoy a couple more exhibits here today. In all my years of visiting themed attractions all over the place, I don't think I've ever come to a shop as good as this one. There is so much here. You kind of have like all the different things. You have the Apollo 11, you have books, kind of have things corresponding to the exhibits too. So if you like saw something, you thought it was really cool and you kind of want a merchandise to kind of commemorate that. And moving on from that, I do also want to note, here at the Space Center, you do have fuel rods. I know a lot of people like these things. They have them at Walt Disney World. They have them at Universal. So if you do have a fuel rod, you can bring yours here. You can exchange it. Unlike Disney World, I think they do charge. It's not working. But it's good to know they have these. These are great. But to also go along with kind of like current space things, they have a lot of like these Artemis things. So you have like Artemis stickers. You have like a medallion. Some shirts. Those are pretty cool. You even have, oh, that's fun. You have like a Snoopy Artemis collection. So you have a lunchbox, some shirts. Fun little magnet there. This is great. Look at all these though. They have pins. You have some like Artemis peanut things here. So you have like different pins of all the different characters and space suits. You have patches. They have so much merchandise in this store. I could literally fill the whole video showing everything here. So this is awesome. Also really cool decorations in here. It kind of looks, it's 2 stories. You can have like a bridge you go across. So many cool things to look around in here. And of course it won't be a trip to the Space Center without astronaut ice cream. You have your classic like ice cream sandwich, all the different like astronaut food here. And these are cool. These are Space Center branded. So you can like buy these and kind of have like a souvenir from the Space Center. But I am noticing a lot of like Peanuts stuff. They have like so much, like even snacks with like Snoopy or the Peanut characters on them. What's this one say? The first beagle on the moon. So I guess Snoopy was like the first beagle on the moon. I don't know if anyone knows about this. Let me know. But apparently Snoopy was the first beagle on the moon. Maybe it's an exhibit we haven't gone to yet, but that's pretty fun. Also, another super unique thing you can buy here. They actually have some like real props. Like these are actually like rocks from Mars. So you can buy some like real things, some kind of more authentic, fun little props here too. So I just think that's so cool. Well, in a shocking turn of events, I did not buy one thing in the store. However, I bought a snack. I got some of the Astro ice cream. So I've never been to space. I don't know what they eat in space, so I guess this will be a good judge if it's good or not. But it says it's ready to eat, so I guess I'll just open it up. I will note, this is Kennedy Space Center exclusive, so you can't get this anywhere else. Okay, so this is a piece of the freeze-dried ice cream sandwich. I guess I'll try it out. It tastes like an ice cream sandwich. If you imagine an ice cream sandwich that's crunchy, this is how it tastes. So if that sounds good to you, there you go. You're good to be an astronaut. Well, we've had a great time here today. We got to try our ice cream. We got to explore the exhibits. My thing's blown away. What more could you want? So we made it back near the front of the park. Here's the rocket garden. Over here is actually where we'll see that they do some demonstrations throughout the day, so you can kind of enjoy some of those as well. I think we're going to pop in this Gateway exhibit. I don't think we're going to go over. There's the IMAX theater, so if you want to see an IMAX movie, they have like 40-minute movie presentations you can go see. But I think we're going to pop into Gateway. We'll look at some of the rocket gardens, maybe in the Heroes exhibit. But there's so much to look in here. There's so many different exhibits. There's so many different things. I think it's been a great time here today. This is extremely cool. Coming in here, I just kind of figured it'd be like a smaller exhibit, but you have these huge, giant, I don't even know what they are. There's so much to look at in here. This is pretty cool. Over here, you kind of have like a, they call it a life habitat, which is pretty much equivalent to like a 3-story building, but kind of like in space. So you can kind of see there's room for food. You can grow your different vegetables. You can do your work in your office. This is so cool. Look at all these different things. This is so cool. So like it's equivalent to a 3-story house if you're like living in space.
My name is Jenna. I'm part of our STEAM team here. And this first experiment I'm about to show you guys is called the power of observation, all right? I have here some water. Now, I'm gonna pour this water into one of these 3 cups, and we are going to then shuffle the cups, and I'm gonna ask you guys that same question, which cup has the water, okay? All right, we're gonna go, I'm gonna go with the middle one here. All right, I'm gonna shuffle. Now, the key to shuffling is to try to move very, very quickly. Not the greatest when it comes to that. Hey, look over there. Alrighty, which cup has the water?
Left.
Okay, let's just check the others first, just to make sure. Okay. All right, you guys got me. Or maybe I got you. What happened to the water? So I put this super cool chemical called sodium polyacrylate that actually absorbs water and it turns into a powder gel. So sodium polyacrylate is actually the chemical and science behind how a diaper works. Now, not specifically a children's diaper, but they use this specific chemical in adult diaper, but the leading diaper brands have the same different types of chemicals that they use. You see, when one of the first American astronauts, Alan Shepard, was going to be launching up into space, it was only supposed to take about 20 minutes. They were not thinking about delays. About 4 hours worth, he is sitting on that launch pad thinking, I should not have had 3 cups of coffee this morning. He eventually had to go to the restroom inside of his spacesuit because they would have been even more delayed if they were to let him out. And so they were like, we kind of need something for this. They were just thinking of logistics of getting the rockets up into space, not really bathroom side of things. And so they came up using this chemical, sodium polyacrylate, with those bags, And then later spin-off, adult diapers are also made from the same chemical. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. My name is Jenna. I hope you guys have a fun-filled day, full of exploration. And you can try this experiment at home. Just don't cut up a diaper without your parents' permission, or a dirty one. Don't play with Yellowstone.
Over here, you kind of have like an astronaut suit. I guess it's like a... Oh, look at this. So look, my hands kind of correspond with everything. So I guess you have to like grab the things. That's pretty cool. I guess this is how it's like to be an astronaut suit. This is a pretty cool exhibit. You can kind of see like different space food. So there's spinach, there's cookies. I like cookies. This is super cool to see all this. I guess it's steak. So if you're eating steak in space, that's what it looks like. These are really cool. I like these things though. They have like these screens. They're kind of holographic. So you can actually click on these and then it'll kind of give you different details and all the different rockets. So it's kind of cool. You can like see through it almost. It's kind of hard to show on camera, but it is transparent, which is really cool. And this one we were just looking at is actually one of, I guess it's the Dragon. But the Dragon was like one of the first ones to become like the first commercial spacecraft to deliver cargo. I think it was very similar to the launch we saw earlier, one of these things. So that was May 2012. So many historic things to look at here. So this giant big thing up here is actually the Falcon 9, which I think was very similar to the thing we saw launch earlier. So it's kind of cool to like see something like, oh, of course there's an exhibit of it, but actually to see the launch earlier and kind of like see the history, see like the rocket to what it actually is. This is so cool. I'm seriously shooken with shock today because I've been to the Space Center a while ago, but it's been a long time. I really haven't been here in so long, so I just kind of expected, oh, there's like one or two exhibits to check out and then you're done. But there's just so much to look at, so many different exhibits, so many different things you can do here. So we'll definitely have to come back with Matt because I know he's kind of the space person, but I think it was great to kind of show you guys all the different things here today. Look at this exit. Even the exit is themed here. This is great. There we go. I'll say this whole exhibit does exit here into the rocket garden. So it is kind of fitting to see all the things inside and then lead to all the different rockets over here. I really do like the rocket garden over here because not only can you look at all the rockets, learn facts of all the rockets, you can also get into a rocket. So we might go over here. I might try and get into the rocket and then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like today at least one thing we can conclude. I don't think I'm good enough to be an astronaut. But I think it's been fun to kind of explore. It's been fun to kind of learn about all these things. It's been a great day today. Oh, gosh. This is too complicated. Here's a rocket from 1957. Last time we were here, the rocket garden wasn't complete, so it's kind of cool to see all these here. Kind of a cool backdrop, too, for pictures. And over here, you kind of have like a water play area. The Space Center is definitely really fun. I never really thought there was so much to do here, so it's been great to kind of bring you guys along. Now, I don't think we're going to have time this time to experience this exhibit, but I do remember last time I was here at the Space Center, I got to go in here, the Heroes and Legends exhibit. It pretty much walks you through all the different heroes, all the different legends in space history. So it's pretty cool if you want to go back there. Inside, they have like all kinds of different interactive exhibits where you can learn about all these different people. So not only can you learn about the rockets themselves, you can also learn about the people. Well, there you go. I think that about wraps up our fun space adventure here at the Kennedy Space Center. I had a lot of fun. Like, it was great to go around to all the different exhibits. We got to see the rockets. We got to learn about the rockets. We got to see all the things up close. I think this has been such a fun day here today. I also can't believe that we got to see one of the rocket launches here at the Space Center. I know if you look at their website, they'll kind of let you know like upcoming launches and like if it's a paid event or if it's included with your ticket. So if you are planning your trip, you never know when there might be a launch. You never know when anything is happening here. So this has been great. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed coming along, enjoying the Space Center with me today. I think it's truly been a historic day. It's also been a very fun day, so I appreciate you guys coming along. Also, if you guys could, make sure you do hit that like button. Every single like kind of shares out the video, gets some more people watching. Also, make sure you subscribe as well. We do videos very often. We're always glad to bring you guys along on other adventures. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as usual, I'm Goo, and you're you. And I wish a Goo to each and every one of you. Hopefully you all have a great day. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys later.